Today's session is all about, well, it comes in two different sections or parts, but it actually comes from the same part, which is getting your marketing right, where you can scale your business as much as you'd like to, either as 20% or 200%, that's entirely your call, but getting that balance and the depth of your marketing right. Now, I'm going to actually give you a few examples on PEN itself, so you can see for yourself. But let's start with your marketing from the point, from the perspective of being able to find more deals, okay? Because this is something of really key to your business, okay? The first step is, and it's very, very simple, go and write on your profiles, your social profiles, that what is it that you're looking for. That's your tagline. Your tagline doesn't have to be, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a property investor. It doesn't have to be that. It has to be what you need in this moment. Okay? If you were to go on my personal profile, it says founder PEN, but then it says, for example, it says on LinkedIn, are you looking to grow your property portfolio? Which means that we are looking for more developers or investors to join our network. Does that make sense? A very clear message in my tagline. Okay, that's the first step. So sending the message out to your social platforms to what is it that you're looking for. So let's say in the case of Muzzy, you could go and write, we are looking for more landlords who are looking to rent their properties and are looking for guaranteed rent. So it could be, are you a landlord in Midlands looking for guaranteed rent? That's your tagline. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Arvind, Ashwina, for you, it could be, are you a landlord looking to sell your properties or your portfolio in this region? Yep. This is basic stuff. I'm going to take you to the depth of it. Okay. The second point is you do your live videos, you do your content driven towards your main challenge. So if you do a live video and you're sharing some story about what is it that you're working on, or your company stands up for this value or whatever it is, right? Or you've had some sort of experience where you've learned something, you share that at the end of the video, give it a call to action. Say, are you a landlord watching this? Are you an investor watching this who's got access to properties or portfolio or a land deal or a development deal? Call to action. If people do not know what you want, how will they approach you that this is what we have? Does that make sense? Yes, no? Yes, no? Okay, good stuff. All right, okay. Now, next step is, let's say you're looking for land deals, development deals, HMOs, whatever you're looking for. Go on all your online portals and get registered with that search. If you do a search on Zoopla, Rightmove, On the Market, Reala, Gazette, Gumtree, it doesn't really matter which platform you go onto these days. And if you do a search, you can actually save that search, which means that every time a property is uploaded in that category, in that criteria, you get a notification. Okay, which means that when you wake up, you're more likely to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 notifications of property deals according to your criteria. It takes no more than an hour to set this up, and you don't have to do it again unless you change your criteria. Simple stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Next step is to do your direct to vendor letters or your leaflets. Okay. Once you set it up, it takes none of your extra time. All you got to do is just set it up. That means you write your direct to vendor letter, you give it to a company, and you send them your addresses from whichever system that you might be using. Either it is a list downloaded from the council, or it is, for example, from Nimbus or Land Insight or whatever that might be. All you got to do is delegate to a company, which means that if you put a budget of, let's say, £100 a month, £100 a month, you know exactly by the end of the year, you're going to spend £1,200 and you got to recover that money. Are you with me on this? guys, I want you to say yes. Someone say
Yes,
yes, because
yes,
then I know
sir.
exactly that you're with me. Everyone is with me. We have Lavanya here as well. Okay, so it's pretty simple stuff, right? But you got to set this up. Remember, everything that I'm sharing with you will either take maybe 10-20 minutes, or it takes one time setup, and then you don't have to invest any more of your time. Yes? No? Yep.
Yes.
Leaflets is automated. Direct to vendor letters are automated. Your on your social profiles is automated. Once you set it up, it just stays there. Your live videos, your content driven traffic needs to be exactly what your biggest challenge is. If you're not directing traffic or your views towards your biggest challenge, you are not really dealing with the elephant in the room, are you? Okay. Everything that you do now, I'm gonna literally take you to the depth of this, but when you start doing it, you'll come across intricate challenges. Okay, the intricate details of it. Okay, you gotta have a landing page saying this is what you're looking for on your website. Okay, if you go on PEN, there's a page called the landowners. Okay, and this is a page directed towards landowners who are looking to sell their land. Okay, clearly stating that PEN is looking for land deals or lands across the country. Okay. Now, after that, my job would be to direct traffic of landlords on that page. Okay. One of the cool things about marketing is, and I'm going to come to the marketing side, the other side of the marketing, which is scaling your business. I'm going to come to it later. We are dealing at the moment with being able to find direct to vendor leads. Okay. Now, most of my direct to vendor leads come from our basic social media presence. Okay. So either I'm doing a live video, or we do an interview, or all these the WhatsApp groups, everything that we do, it comes from that. So people approach us and say, could you please help us sell our properties? Okay. That's how we get our direct to vendor leads. Okay. We do for example, leaflets as well every now and then, not regularly, but we do leaflets as well. Again, like I said, through social media presence. But right at the core of marketing, has anyone studied AIDA model? AIDA, AIDA.
No.
Okay, so AIDA stands for, A stands for attention, I stands for interest, D stands for desire, and then A again stands for action. So when you're doing a presentation, or you're writing a copy for a page, or you're writing an ad copy, it needs to follow the AIDA pattern. So let's say you're running a Facebook ad, let's say you're looking for more deals and you run a Facebook ad. Well, you'll get to that point at some point in the next year or two or whatever. Okay. Let's say in Muzzy's case, or Arvind's case, or Lavanya's case, let's say you're looking for more landlords who could rent out their properties or sell their properties or portfolios or whatever that might be. And you run an ad on Facebook. Okay. The first thing it needs to do is grab attention. Okay. If your ad isn't grabbing attention, and it doesn't have to be a paid ad, it could be anything that you write on social media, okay, which is directed towards your challenge. Okay, so if you want to scale your business, it's going to be very similar AIDA model. If you're looking for more deals, it's going to be very similar AIDA model. The first step is to grab attention. If you haven't got attention, your marketing does nothing. So if you haven't got attention, you won't get interest. If you haven't got interest, you won't create the desire. And if you don't create the desire, they'll not take action. Are you with me, guys? If you need to write this down, please do. Okay, this is getting recorded as well. You can always come back to this video. But it needs to stand for AIDA, which is attention, interest, desire, and then action. Okay, so let's say you create a Facebook ad or a LinkedIn ad, or for that matter, any ad. Those ads which do really well, if you look at them, the attention grabbing is, in most cases, is either something unusual or it is something emotional. Are you with me, guys? Yes, no?
Yes, Chuck.
Yeah. So the first step is getting attention, which is either something emotional. So when you look at people watching these cat videos and emotional videos, someone proposing to someone, the reason is because they're emotional. They're cute, they're emotional. When you talk about attention grabbing, people do, like if you look at a title of a book, right? Purple Cow. Does it grab your attention? Yep. Purple Bricks.
Yeah.
Purple bricks, name in and itself, you know that bricks are almost never purple unless you go to Venice, right? But bricks are never purples, which means it grabs your attention. So within the name itself, purple bricks has been doing well just because within the name itself, they've grabbed attention. Yes? Confused.com. Does it grab your attention?
Yeah.
The name itself. That's exactly why we bought propertyconfused.com and .co.uk. I came across the name, the domain was available, we bought it. It's going to grab attention. We're going to launch that in the next couple of months. Okay. And the purpose of that would be directing traffic to PEN and other platforms as well. Okay. It's very, very simple. Grabbing the attention. Let's say you prepare a banner. Have you ever noticed there are some banners which will grab attention and others don't? Could you name me one which grabbed your attention, Muzzy?
A banner that's grabbed my attention.
Any company. A banner or a TV ad. Remember, I'm not a TV watching person, so I don't know ads.
It's the McDonald's one, to be fair.
Yeah. What is attention grabbing about that?
I think it might be because I was hungry, but it's the huge burgers that they actually stick pretty much everywhere.
It is. Look, we have 5 senses, right? They are appealing to our obviously taste sensation, right? So irrespective of how it grabs your attention, it just needs to grab your attention for the context that you're in.
I also ran a campaign myself with Kit Kat, because Kit Kat's branding is about have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Yes.
So I done many years ago. I done a street campaign, and I had a basket of Kit Kats, and I said to passing trade at the train station, "Have a break with me, have a Kit Kat," and it was to capture mortgage leads at the time.
Yes.
And I got so much business that way. They just found it so humorous that they said, "Yeah, let's have a break." And then it just went into me getting mortgage business. And that's how I started getting leads.
Yeah. Yep. Guys, it doesn't really matter how you grab attention. We are talking about either being able to find direct to vendor leads, either it is land deals, development deals, rent deals, someone is selling their portfolio. It doesn't really matter. You still need to grab their attention, right? Before they can get in touch with you. Okay. So grabbing attention, either you're looking for land deals, development deals, whatever deals you're looking for, or you're looking to scale your business. The first step is to grab someone's attention. If you
Jack,
yes.
Can I, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I add something?
Yes,
I've seen this once in one of those, videos where, when people go to Starbucks and how Starbucks staff keep getting people's names wrong.
Yes.
It's not really that they can't spell people's names wrong, right? It's just they get it wrong deliberately, and then people put it, customers put it on social media, and they get free publicity out of it. And that's one of Starbucks's, ways of
very
getting
tricky
noticed.
marketing. It's very, very tricky marketing. Yes.
Yep.
Again, guys, like I said, you always have to look back and say, what is grabbing my attention? And that you need to take and apply to your business. Okay. Irrespective of how you do it. But, when I say directing traffic, right? You got to direct traffic to your landing page, which meets your challenge. Okay. If you go on PEN now, you're going to see multiple landing pages. The quality of some landing pages may be low, others may be high, others may be very, very good, or anywhere in the midst, right? It doesn't really matter. But every time you either create a page which deals with your biggest challenge, either, like I said, being able to find more deals or being able to scale your business and you're selling a product or a service, the first step is to grab attention. Okay. If I was to give you a pen and paper now and say, create a banner for me now, which is directed towards your major challenge, would you be able to do that, which grabs attention? Bright colors, for example, Muzzy, if you look at his essays, he uses bright colors in his pictures to grab attention on Airbnb and Booking.com and all the platforms. If he doesn't grab attention, how is he going to get bookings? Yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The attention part applies to everything that you do for the purpose of marketing. Everything. Even if you're doing a live video, it has to grab attention through the headline or the background, or maybe you do something, you wear a mask. I don't know. It doesn't really matter for as long as you grab attention. Okay. The second step within that same context is creating interest. Okay. Like I said, this applies to both sides of the coin. Either you're looking for more deals or you are looking to scale your business. Okay, so attracting more people into your network, into your company, towards your organization. Okay. The next step is creating interest. How do you really create someone's interest? If you observe, I don't know, some of you might have got a message from my personal LinkedIn profile. That's actually not me, my PA sending messages to people. And she might have sent you one as well, without obviously knowing that you're already a part of the company. But the message she sends is, would you like to grow your property portfolio and your business? Feel free to join our WhatsApp group. Now, a person who is interested in expanding their asset base, irrespective of if they are from property industry or not, do you think that person would be interested? With that tagline, just the tagline is, would you like to grow your property portfolio and business? Feel free to join this WhatsApp group. Do you think that grabs your attention? Yes, no?
Yes, Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though it's very, very simple, it still grabs attention. Okay. Be my guest, copy it. Okay. But if you want to create your own, it could be anything. It doesn't really matter. If you look at, for example, our video taglines, right? You see secrets of marketing, or secrets of making 10 grand in a deal, or secrets of making a 6-figure income, or secrets of making a 7-figure, 8-figure portfolio, or secrets of strategic thinking, or whatever that may be. I'm always in love with the word secrets, because I know that most people do not know enough about strategy or marketing or building skills. So I tend to feel that they get attracted to the word secrets. Be my guest, you can use different words. Can anyone give me words besides secrets that actually do you think are attention grabbing?
I do the how I did something.
You mean how-to videos?
Yeah, the how-to videos, and put
They
the
are.
fiery emoji or a big alarm emoji just to grab attention.
Yeah. Another one that I learned is, watch this video before you do something. Okay, which kind of tends to grab attention. Okay, and it creates more interest as well. It just doesn't just grab attention, it creates more curiosity. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I've actually sent a Word file of John Carlton in the group. If you haven't got it, can someone forward it back to the reps group again, so everyone has access to that? It gives you probably a certain number of words which are very attention grabbing, create more interest. They come from John Carlton. Muzzy, Lavanya, you would remember that, right?
Yes, Jack.
So Muzzy, could you forward that back again so that everyone gets it? I think some of the new members may not have that. Could you do
I
that
will
now?
do when I stop, but I'm not able to do it at the minute.
Yeah, okay. So could you do that now? It's just someone could just remind me and I'll do it myself. Okay. But how do you create more interest? So let's say you've got the attention by an attention grabbing headline or a banner or a video, whatever that might be. But how do you create more interest? Interest in most cases should be created by a story. At the core of marketing, you should never ever talk about your product or service. You should always talk about what it has done for people and what it has done for you. Okay, so when I say it, what it has done for you, so let's say you found a way to scale your HMO business, or you found a way to find more land deals, and you go on go and do a live video. Share with people what it has done for your company and what has it done for other people that you're connected to. Okay, tell them a story. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes, Jack.
Try not to talk about your products or services. Talk about what it does and what it does for other people in most cases. Okay? That's at the core of getting interest. So the AIDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and then action. So now you're familiar with the A, which is attention. Interest is all about threading the story towards what your services or your product does for people. Okay, so let's say in Arvind and Ashwina's case, you're looking for more landlords who may be looking to sell their portfolio or looking for deals that might be converted to HMOs or land deals or whatever that may be. You're bringing in value in terms of your development skills. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your interest, the AIDA part of the I of the AIDA would be stories surrounded by how you can help a landlord add more value to their property or their land or their conversion or their office block, whatever that may be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How you can give them a better price if they were to go into a JV collaboration with you, by doing option agreements, by doing vendor finance. Yes, your story needs to be threaded towards that. Does that make sense? In case of Muzzy, for example, your story needs to be threaded towards how you helped a landlord who was standing outside with his bat to scare you off. How you helped him get guaranteed rent, and now he doesn't have any hassle. He's got all the free time to spend with his family on holidays. A story threaded towards the benefits, the emotional benefits that they have in their life by dealing with you. Does that make sense? So the interest part is all about creating a story towards the benefits that other people are getting due to your skills, the emotional benefits, not the logical benefits, the emotional benefits. That means that, let's say Muzzy, for example, is managing one of my properties. My emotional benefit in that is that my hassle is taken off. I've got guaranteed rent. I've got more free time to spend with my family and on holidays. Yeah. He could easily create a video and share that, right? He doesn't have to give a name if I don't give approval, but if I give approval, he can take my name as well.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're taking someone's name, make sure you take their approval. Without approval, please do not do it. Okay. But your interest part is all about creating a story around the benefits that other people are getting due to your skills, the emotional benefits. Yes, you can share the logical benefits as well, but that has to be a very, very small part. The focus always needs to be the story threaded around the emotional benefits. That's the interest. Now, those people who are your potential prospects, in Muzzy's case, landlords who are looking to rent, in Arvind's case, Ashwina's case, if they're looking to sell, in Lavanya's case, if they're looking to sell, in other cases, people are looking to sell. In SETI's case, people looking to either sell or rent their properties out. Once you've kind of shared that story, and they are now potential prospects, and you are focused on the emotional benefits, you increase your likelihood of getting them, you're increasing your likelihood of them getting in touch with you. Does that make sense?
Yep, clear.
Because now you've got to the D of the AIDA, which is desire. Desire is created by showing results which other people are getting within your story. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's say if Masi was to make a video based on my benefits, that creates interest as well as the desire for a potential prospect who's watching this thinking, oh, wow, I would like to get that benefit too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So present the value you're bringing on the table in the form of a story and in the form of emotional benefits, as well as a little bit of logical benefits as well. Okay. And then action in the AIDA model. And how many of you, raise your hand, confess that you don't give a call to action at the end of whatever you write? Raise your hand if you don't do call to action. Okay. That is the worst thing you can do, unfortunately, guys. Because if you are putting yourself out there, you're writing stuff, you're doing your marketing, for example, you did a challenge, Lavanya, for like twice, right? Where was your call to action?
There is no call to action.
Call to action. You must always, 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 and I keep insisting, you must always have a call to action, because if you don't, it's very, very simple. People do not know what to do. You need to tell them what to do every single time. When you put yourself out there, either it's social media, you do paid ads, you do any kind of marketing. I mean, pretty much everything that we do is marketing. We jump on a call, we do networking, we put it on social media. I write on multiple groups, I send messages, I send emails. Everything that I do, it's all marketing, guys. Okay. But at the core of it, if you are not doing call to action, you've got what? Nothing, unfortunately. Okay. Another thing within the same scale, even though it is more towards sales, but it's very, very important. Don't try and sell something to someone who doesn't need it. Okay. All you're doing is you're presenting the value and you just wait for their answer after asking them for a call to action. Okay. So asking, would you like to go ahead? What would you like to do with it? Would you like to go ahead? Would you like to buy? Would you like to see results? Would you like to, where would you like to see in the next 5-10 years time? How would you like to proceed? It doesn't really matter how you do your call to action. Call to action is very, very important. In Suraj's case, for example, he's looking for more landlords, right? Follow the same AIDA model. Suraj, if you've joined late, please do watch the whole video. Okay. In Pami's case, for example, if you're looking for more deals, again, the same AIDA model. If you don't do call to action, guys, which is the most important part of the whole AIDA model, you just won't get results. And like I said, swap the word sales with serving. If you serve people and then give them a call to action, they're more likely to act on it. Okay. I remember walking into a presentation. Literally after about 5 odd minutes, I was getting the feeling that they're just not going to buy. So I just asked them, I said, what is it that to me, it just feels like you are not looking to buy. And they said, well, we're not sure. I said, okay, that's fine. I just closed my presentation and moved on. Raise your hand if you think you know exactly the kind of person I have become. You need to become the same person. Strangely enough, that is the fact. That's a fact of sales, okay? Do not try and sell if the person is not looking or if the person doesn't have a need, or if the person doesn't want. There's a difference between need and want, major difference. In fact, I'll cover it in a different day. But either if they don't need it or if they don't want it, please move on, save your time. Okay, you don't need to do it disrespectfully. You do it respectfully, but you just tell them, come back to us when you're ready to you know, and you're interested. Come back to us, and we'll discuss it at that point. Okay, but for those who are potential prospects and probably have deals for you or looking to do any kind of business with you for that matter, you must have a call to action. Okay, I would recommend everyone to go back to PEN and check some of the landing pages. Okay, in fact, I will share with you some of the landing pages in the coming months, the ones which I feel are really, really good. In fact, one of my mentors did a landing page the other day, and it was amazing, like amazing. I mean, this guy has been in marketing for pretty much most of his life, but he did a landing page which was absolutely amazing, and I promise to share with you after this call. Okay, but do read that landing page, and then you can see for yourself how he's used the whole AIDA model within the landing page and how he's getting people to sign up to his product or service. Okay, likewise, the same thing applies to, like I said, not just finding deals, but when you're looking to scale your business. Let's say in everyone's got a different way of doing things, but let's say in Seti's case, right? Seti is looking to buy more businesses. If I was him, I would actually create a landing page on my website and say, we are looking to buy more local estate agencies in the region. If you own an estate agency, please do get in touch with us, and then direct traffic towards that page. You don't have to do paid ads. You can just do organic directed traffic through many, obviously, social media platforms and through WhatsApp groups and so on. But what it does is that every time you reach out to people, they might know someone, you know, a cousin, a friend, a colleague, someone they know who might be looking to sell their estate agency, and they might get in touch with Seti. Okay, but the landing page has to be very attention grabbing. It has to create interest. It has to create desire. And it has to have a good call to action. Okay, stands for AIDA. I will take questions if you have. What the biggest challenge in the whole process of AIDA is the copywriting. Okay, copywriting is a skill which, again, you are not going to learn in a session, or for that matter in a year. If you practice it today, it will take you 5 to 10 years to be really good at it. But if you don't practice it, you'll just never really become good at it. I am probably in the medium range, maybe a 5 or 6 on a scale of 10. I keep at it all the time when I write something to produce a better copy. I follow quite a few copywriters, very, very well-known copywriters. But if your copywriting is not good, you got to practice it. There is just no better way to improve except practicing. But if you practice it in the structure of AIDA, you're more likely to keep improving at it. I'll take questions now.
I don't have a question, Jack. I have a comment.
Yes,
when it comes to your audience, you've got to understand who your audience is.
Oh yeah, customer avatar. Yes.
Yeah. So create an avatar of what your ideal audience is.
Yes.
And when it comes to copywriting, I always say, look at somebody that your attention was grabbed by. Look at what they've written, and take that and practice on your own writing, because everybody is repetitive. So when I say that, no copywriting is unique.
No.
It's somebody else that's used it before, but used it in their own words. So put your own spin on it. So always just look at what grabbed your attention when you scrolled through Facebook. What grabbed your attention on all the social media platforms, or the adverts that are out there, and look at that and say, what jumped out? And the moment you pick something that jumps out, try and reinvent that into your own copy.
Exactly that. Thank you, Sapphire, for pointing that out. That's exactly what I do. I look at an ad banner when I'm driving around. I look at a Facebook ad. I look at a LinkedIn ad, the ones which grab my attention, and say, how can I adapt that to my own context? And then write that or create that. At the same time, if you observe, every time when I picked up someone, so when I said Muzzy, I said landlords who are looking to rent out. So the customer avatar needs to be very, very clear. If you don't have that clear, your marketing will not work at all. Okay, like I said, it is either leaflets, or for that matter, I'm going to share 3 things at the end of this video. I'm going to share with you the word from John Carlton. I'm going to share with you the 121 marketing channels, and I'm going to also share the landing pages, which I really liked from one of my mentors. So I'm going to share 3 things with you guys. But the customer avatar is absolutely at the core. So let's say in the case of Muzzy, he's looking for more landlords who are looking to rent their properties out. In Arvin's case, landlords with portfolios, or landlords who are looking to sell, or landlords who are looking to sell their land deals, conversion deals, or whatever that might be. In Esther's case, they're looking for more deals that they can add value to. Either it is, again, landlords, back to landlords. We are all talking about landlords here. In Geeta's case, again, landlords. In Kalpana's case, again, landlords. In Lavanya's case, again, landlords. Muzzy, again, landlords. We're talking about properties. So most likely the customer avatar in your case would be a landlord. Okay. So in my case, for example, it's either landlords or property developers. Reason property developers is because we do property finance. Yes. Either it is property inner circle or other bits and pieces that we do, is in most cases property developers. Okay. In Surat's case, again, property landlords. In Sadi's case, again, property landlords. But irrespective of the context that we are in property context. But even if you go into a different context, you always have to have your customer avatar very, very clear. Either it is a male, female, a certain age group. It doesn't really matter. What do they do? Customer journey is very, very important. So where do they spend their time? For example, if it's a if let's say you're targeting senior executives working in the city, where do they spend their time? They are the most stressed people in the country. They spend time in the gym. They get free memberships to get relief. So you can target gyms in your paid ads on Facebook or LinkedIn. Where else do they spend their time? They spend time with their kids, for example. So they might look for, the keywords could be directed towards things that are towards kids. I don't know, my kids is looking for a bike. So your keyword could be a bike, kid's bike, even though you may be selling completely something else. But remember, it's the customer journey that you're looking for. Are you with me? Yeah. And you might think, what has a kid's bike got to do with me selling a product to an executive sitting in the city? Well, that's your customer journey, right?
And you also got to point out their pain points.
Yes.
What's their pain points? I mean, my avatar is 8 pages. I've literally told her story. I know what she does, when she does it. I know what kind of drinks she drinks. I know the type of houses she's looking for. I know everything about my customer's journey. If she's married, not married, and I've segued it in individually. So you've got, when you're doing a customer journey, if you've never done one before, it's basically, imagine your ideal customer. What do they do when the first thing they do when they wake up in the morning, and take them through that journey? Do they go to work? Are they struggling? And then you find the pain in that. Because if you're looking for landlords that are struggling, so they go to work on a train and they could be like, oh, I'm struggling to get these properties rented out, or I need to get rid of my portfolio and I don't know where to go. That's their journey. So that's what when you're telling your storytelling through your marketing.
Yeah. Customer journey is customer avatar and customer journey is very, very important. Where can you find these people? What does this person look like? You could be traveling on a train and the person sitting next to you might be your biggest client. But if you don't know your customer avatar and their journey, you wouldn't know what to explore. I've literally had people, in fact, you know that Charlie has joined. Charlie is someone I met back in the days 2 years ago when she was working for a company and we got connected through another company. And she's still with us because she's gone through that journey. I knew my customer avatar and she ended up joining Inner Circle. It is exactly through the customer journey that I know that she was going to be at that point. Does that make sense? But obviously through a lot of networking as well, because I pretty much network with everyone on my phone list. I network with everyone that I'm connected with. If they are themselves potential clients, great. If they're not, I would ask them to recommend me people. So the reason it grows like this is sorry, that's okay, Arvind, no problem. But you got to have a very, very clear customer journey, allowing you to bring more people into your network and into your organization, allowing you to scale. Either, like I said, if you're looking for more property deals, or you're looking to scale your business through different products or services. And at the same time, I recommend everyone watching this to start their own premium membership. If you haven't done so, you're not dealing with your business properly, unfortunately. Okay, you got to start your premium membership. You must have, and it has to be very, very little money, so you could bring people a bit closer to you. Okay, has anyone got any questions? Esther, any questions? I can see you at the top of the list. Geeta, any questions?
No, Jack.
No, Jack, thank you.
Kalpa?
Thank you.
Lavanya?
No, Jack, I'm good. Thanks. Sorry, I was on mute.
No, that's okay. Lavanya?
I'm good, thank you, Jack.
Mazi?
All good, brother.
Pami?
No, thank you. I'm fine. Yeah.
Good stuff. I know, Safa, you're good. Seti, bro, I'm not sure if he's listening. Suraj?
I'm all right, Jack, thank you.
Good stuff. All right, okay, guys. Now, I'm going to share the 3 things with you. Here is something you guys need to do. Show me a piece of marketing copy or something that you're going to do, either a live video or a copy in the next 1 week for me to give you some feedback. Dealing with the biggest challenge you have. So if you're looking for more deals, I need you to either make a live video or write a copy towards standing on the AIDA model, and then give that copy to me for me to give you feedback. Because if you don't write, you're never gonna improve. Or if you don't create that video, you're just never going to improve. Okay, so you must do this and send it to me in the group so I could give some feedback, and maybe some other members could give feedback too. Okay, so that's something you need to do. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you for watching.